Hey everyone, I'm Amy Dabell. Welcome to our Let's Glow Crazy skincare class. So I'm so excited you're here, whether you're tuning in from YouTube or Facebook, let me know in the chat. Right, YouTube or Facebook, so I know where you're tuning in from. So this is going to be fun, educational, and hopefully a game changer for your skin. Now, if you've ever stood in front of a mirror wondering, why is my skincare routine not working, even though you felt like you were doing all the things? That was me. You guys, you're in the right place. And also drop it in the comments, drop an emoji. Have you ever bought that like one skincare product and you thought, oh, this is going to be the one for me? So by the end of this, you're going to know exactly what your skin needs, what order to use your skincare products, and how to save money while doing it. So we're going to start with a little bit of truth telling. You guys, I used to spend a fortune on skincare, so much that I'm embarrassed to even talk about it. And I really never knew what I was doing. I would get swept up in the marketing, the big promises. My bathroom counter looked like a department store. And underneath my bathroom side of the sink, it looked like a graveyard of products with those broken promises that I purchased and then stopped using. So, one thing though is even with all those products, my skin just never really felt its best. It was never consistent or calm. It never really looked smooth. My makeup didn't sit right on it. It was just all the problems. And the skincare I'm going to show you tonight, I started using about 5.5 years ago, and it really simplified things for me. And I started seeing some pretty remarkable results in my skin. Now, I'm almost 53. I'll be 53 next month. And honestly, my skin has never looked or felt healthier, smoother, balanced. I'm going to show you a picture of my skin. This was taken about 2 weeks before I started the skincare I'm getting ready to show you. So when I started, look at that. Oh, my poor eyes. I struggled with eyes really bad for years. So when I first started using Norwex skincare, I used the Naturally Timeless line. But then I switched to the one that I'm using now. And honestly, that is when everything started changing for me, and I could notice a visible change in my skin. So if you are catching this class live, say hi in the chat. Tell me, what is your biggest skin goal? Is it you need more glow? You want to address some fine lines, breakouts, maybe hydration? Your skin feels kind of dry. Tell me in the chat. I love helping people find what fits their needs. So tonight I'm going to walk you through my exact morning and nighttime routines, what I use, why it works, and how to get glowing, healthy skin using, most importantly, clean ingredients, science backed, that are not only safe for us, but also the planet. And all of these products that I'm going to show you are up to 30% off this month, which is fantastic. And Norwex skincare is actually refillable, and that 30% off is on the refills too. So if you already use some Norwex skincare, then it's a great time to stock up and even save. Before we jump in, I want to touch on why choosing safe ingredients in your skincare even matters. So, did you know the average woman uses so many different skincare products on her body that we have a chemical load of over 160 different chemical ingredients that we're applying on our body every single day just from personal care products? That doesn't even include what we use around the house for cleaning. Most of those skincare products contain things like parabens, phthalates, synthetic fragrances, chemical sunscreen filters, just all the things. And what those ingredients can do to us, like especially as women, right? They can disrupt our hormones, they can irritate the skin, and in some cases, even bioaccumulate in our bodies over time. Now, the truth is, our skin is our largest organ. What we put on it matters just as much as what we eat or the air we're breathing. Now, Norwex skincare is the gold standard in clean ingredients. The United States currently only bans 11 ingredients in skincare products. Did you know Norwex bans more than 2,700? That's crazy. In fact, Norwex skincare and the development process is among the industry's most extensive list of chemical ingredients that we will never touch, we will never use, it will never be in the products. Now, when we take away those harsh ingredients, our skin can finally do what it's designed to do: repair itself, stay hydrated, and start glowing. And that is why I love this skincare. Every single product that I'm showing you tonight, it's free from all the nasty stuff: the parabens, the phthalates, the synthetic dyes, the fragrances, and we don't hide anything. A lot of manufacturers leave off about 50% of the ingredients they have in their products. Now, Norwex is very honest with all of our ingredients. It's also EWG verified, which is the safest standard in ingredient safety. So when you simplify your skincare routine, use less products, but use the right products, we start saving time, we're protecting our health, we're protecting the family. And this skincare line is also sustainable. Those clean ingredients that we use, they're perfect for any skincare type. Now, I've helped hundreds, if not thousands, of women simplify their skincare routine and finally start seeing some results. And it always starts with the first step, which is cleansing. So we're going to jump into this. We're not going to waste any more time. I'm going to show you my morning routine. Yes, we start with that cleansing. So in the morning, I always start with a Norwex body and face cloth. I just use this cloth with water and microfiber. Let me get it a little bit wet in my bowl. Now, this cloth is amazing because it removes the impurities from our skin. It's very gentle, and also those surface oils, but it does not strip our skin of the things that we need. So you're going to notice right away your skin feels softer, not dried out. And this Norwex microfiber removes up to 99% of bacteria from the surface of the skin, which can also cut down on blemishes and things like that. And we're not leaving behind any type of soapy residue like a lot of those harsh cleansers can do. And you'll notice right away, let me look in my mirror, that your skin will feel smoother and hydrated just from that step. Now, if you're watching me live, tell me in the chat, are you team less is more or team give me all the stuff? Because I'm a little bit of both. So the next step in the skincare routine that I use is the cleansing facial powder. It is also part of the cleanse step. So here's Norwex cleansing facial powder. This is probably my number one selling skincare product, and for good reason. It's water activated. I'm going to use it actually. It is a micro exfoliator. So just put a little bit in your hand. It brightens, smooths, and balances the skin. And it contains an ingredient called prickly pear, which is a plant-based surfactant. And what this does is it boosts the skin's natural exfoliation process. It helps to renew our skin cells so that the next step, which is any serums we might use or moisturizers, can actually absorb better into the skin. And unlike physical scrubs that can often scratch our skin, this formula is a safe exfoliation process that reactivates the skin's natural shedding cycle. You get smoother, softer skin for better absorption without ever feeling like stripped or dried out. And always make sure your hands are wet when you're rubbing this into the skin, and take your time. You want to give this step about 30 seconds. And if you'll notice, I was rubbing like the side of my nose, the chin. That's where a lot of like those blackheads can form, even whiteheads. So you can take a little bit of extra time there. And this helps clean out all of those pores. Think of it like carpenter ants that are digging out the pores. And when your pores are clean, they're tight. And when they're tighter, our skin looks smoother, more bouncy, and just more youthful all the way around. Okay, I've removed that. And honestly, this product does the work for us. You don't have to scrub aggressively or anything like that. I do use it morning and night. So after I use this, I'm going to take the Norwex hand towel and I'm just going to pat my face dry. Now, this is our new Norwex Blue, which is so pretty. These come in a set and they come with a bath towel, a hand towel, and that body and face cloth. They're so thick and plushy. By the way, plushy is like my favorite word for these. Dries the skin very quickly without any friction, which is important. They also contain silver. So do the body cloths. And silver is a natural antibacterial, a natural antimicrobial, so bacteria cannot populate in our body cloths and towels, which is important because when we're drying our skin, and if we're using the same towel for a few days, we don't want any bacteria redeposited on our face like a cotton towel might do. I feel like this is a little bit luxurious as well. Now, step two in any skincare routine is to treat the skin. That's where you're going to deal with things that concern you. And really, honestly, where the magic happens in a skincare routine, because the products we apply next on a clean face is going to be the skin's daily dose of nutrition, give our skin the things that it needs, feed the cells so that they renew, which is so important. So I am going to show you everything that I use, but you're just going to use the things that match your skincare goals, right? So let's get started. I always start in the morning with my vitamin C, like a little sunrise in a capsule. So these capsules are biodegradable. I usually just flush mine down the toilet. One is enough. These have zero fillers. So my face feels so good, by the way. I have a ceiling fan in here and I can actually feel the air on my skin so much better after I took that layer of makeup off. Now, vitamin C is actually one of the most researched ingredients in skincare. It brightens the skin, it evens out the skin tone, addresses age spots, maybe some sun damage, and vitamin C actually protects the skin from environmental damage. It is like a daily dose of armor for the skin. Now, all you need is one. A little goes a long way. I like applying it on my fingers and then patting it in. And one capsule is all you're going to need for the entire face. Oh, so good. And I always try to get my neck and then get the back of my hands. Now, the next step in my skincare routine is those eyes. You remember that picture I showed you? I swear by the eye cream. You use about a half a pump of this. So let me get about half a pump. I put it on this ring finger because the ring finger is the most delicate touch and we want to be really delicate around the eyes. Start at the outside of the orbital bone and work your way around, patting. And then also get the eyelids. This is one of the few eye creams on the market that you can actually use from lash line to eyebrow. This has sodium hyaluronate. It locks in moisture. Amino acids strengthen the skin's barrier. It has adenosine, which is an ingredient often found in Korean skincare, which smooths and energizes, especially if you have tired looking eyes like I did. It's also dermatology tested and ophthalmologist tested. And it's safe for morning and evening use. People just, guys, like this is magic in a bottle. It's also refillable. The cleansing facial powder I shared with you is also refillable. So this container you're just going to keep forever. I will get the cleansing facial powder about every 6 months. And the refill comes in this little paper packet. Just pour it in. The eye cream and the vitamin C. Actually, I think just about everything that I've shared with you so far is refillable. So the vitamin C, when you run out of these, you can get the little refill pouch. Also, the same with the eye cream. You keep this nice bottle forever, and then you just get the little cartridge when you need more. So tell me in the chat who has used the eye cream already. Tell me your favorite thing about it, because this is one of my favorite eye creams I've ever used in my life. Always use that ring finger because it is the gentlest tap, don't rub. All right, so let's keep going. The next step in my skincare routine is the serum, the rejuvenating serum. This is your all-day glow secret. It is also refillable. Look at that. Now this has some awesome ingredients. It has Matrixyl 3000, which is actually a peptide blend, proven, it's like scientifically proven to boost collagen and improve the skin's elasticity. Like that. It also has Aquacell, which is a blend of watermelon, apple, and lentil extract for really deep hydration. And then it also has some alpha hydroxy acids that gently resurface and smooth out our texture. So I also like patting this in before rubbing because I just feel like the skin absorbs it better. Think of this serum, the rejuvenating serum, as your plump and go or plump and firm even. It gives you that youthful bounce and a glow. Now, whatever's left on your hands, press it into the back of your hands even on your cuticles. You're going to notice a difference in those hands. Over time, you will notice, but I've definitely seen a huge improvement in the skin on the back of my hands. So the last step or the last step in these products would be my moisturizer. So before serums are when we want to apply, or after serums are when we want to apply the moisturizer. Moisturizer seals everything in, it locks it in. And in the mornings, I use the hydrating moisturizer. This is loaded with some skin loving probiotics, sodium hyaluronate, which is a moisture magnet, a blend of cranberry seed oil. And cranberry seed oil is rich in omegas 3, 6, and 9, which is so good for the skin. This formula supports the skin's microbiome. And that's basically our skin's natural protective layer that keeps moisture locked in and keeps all the irritants out. And when the microbiome of our skin is balanced, the skin looks better. It's calmer, it's smoother, and it's less reactive. So here's a quick tip. Moisturizer helps pull in water and lock everything in. Use it at the end, press it into the skin. I just use one pump of this is all you need. And when you grab this moisturizer, you're going to love it. Since you can get skincare right now up to 30% off, grab the refills. You'll be set for a while. So another refillable container, and here's the refill cartridge. So good. Now, sometimes I like to finish off with my favorite oil. Like I love this. This is the illuminating oil. I like to call it liquid gold. This gives your skin a lit from within look, like nice and radiant, hydrated. This also has a nice pumper. It pulls all the product in. There's never any left on the bottom. I used in between 2 to 5 drops. I use 3 just then. This has some great Nordic antioxidants in it, cloudberry, lingonberry, black currant. I'm trying to think of what else. And what those do, it helps neutralize free radicals. And I will always press, and then go up. And if you deal with dry skin, you might want a couple more drops. I would go up to the 5 and always press first and then rub up because we train the skin. All right, so in the summer, I probably only use 1 drop of this, but in the winter time, I notice I use anywhere from 3 to 4 just because I feel like my skin's a little drier and I need a little bit more. So for me, this isn't about perfect skin. It's about giving myself a little bit of time, 5 minutes of calm and pampering in a world that's constantly asking a lot more. So now in the mornings, I also protect my skin. We have this really great Protect and Prevent mineral sunscreen. It is SPF 30. This is a powerful, powerful little sunscreen. It is broad spectrum, reef friendly, and completely mineral based. And it has zinc oxide and titanium dioxide. Now, this is a physical sunscreen, meaning that the sunscreen sits on top of the skin, does not get absorbed into the skin, and acts as a reflective shield to protect us from UVA, UVB, and the rays. And what's really great that makes this sunscreen awesome is that it, as I mentioned, it does not penetrate the skin. It doesn't enter the bloodstreams like a chemical sunscreen often can, and it's also loaded with some Nordic antioxidants that help protect our skin against blue light and pollutants. This is also EWG verified, so it's the gold standard for ingredient safety and transparency. And don't forget, like blue light, we're getting blue light all the time from our phones, from our big screen TVs, fluorescent light bulbs. All of that blue light actually contributes to premature aging. So even if we're indoors all day, this step still counts. And I love that it's non-greasy. Like you can tell, super sheer, and it really makes a beautiful base for makeup, kind of like a primer. And it doesn't feel like a sunscreen. And if you've ever used a sunscreen that maybe burned your eyes or made you look extra shiny, that's typically because it is a chemical sunscreen. This one feels more like skincare. All right, now we're going to get into our nighttime skincare routine. So I'm just going to take my body cloth and wipe some of those products off so we can start with a clean slate. Now, at night, if I am wearing makeup, I will use a different microfiber cloth to cleanse my skin. I'm going to show you. Now, if you're still watching, drop an emoji if you're about to watch my nighttime skincare routine. So I know who's here. Okay, so if I have makeup on, I love these. So these are the dual-sided makeup removers. So one side is for gentle eye makeup removal, even waterproof mascara. And then the other side is that plushy texture, which is really good for removing, foundation and all the other things. I love that it has the two sides and it's so soft. It is so good at removing makeup. They do come in a pack of 5 in this cute little bag. And I like this little hook so that after I use it, I can rinse it out and just hang it up to dry. So at night, I do use the cleansing facial powder again, just because I'm using some really amazing nighttime, my night cream. I love this. This is my favorite Norwex like moisturizing product. I'm going to tell you all about it. But typically at night, if I am removing my makeup, and I then use my body and face cloth or the dual-sided makeup remover, I will then use the cleansing facial powder. So I can help clean out all of those pores, anything that I used on my face during the day, even environmental pollutants and things like that. I'm not going to do that right now for the interest of time, but we're just going to say at nighttime, I've done this, right? And that just makes sure that everything is off. My pores are cleared out, they're tightened up, and we're ready to go. So after cleansing at night, my first step from a skincare standpoint is my Buccuccio serum. So Buccuccio is a natural plant-based alternative to retinol. It's safe if you're nursing or pregnant. Now, this smooths out fine lines. It improves the skin tone without any irritation, no redness, no flaking that people often get with traditional retinol. And retinol is actually not safe to use when you're pregnant or nursing. So again, we've got those little capsules. One is all you need. And this helps increase cell turnover and collagen production. So it's a very powerful anti-aging tool. And we're just going to use one at night. I'm going to twist the top. And again, I will put this on directly on my finger. I'll pat it, and then I'll basically take that and gently pat around my skin. And I notice that sometimes I'll work on areas where I see more aging. So like this area, the lines, the eyes, like all of the things. And then after you've patted it in, you can gently rub just a little bit, doesn't need much. And then also get the neck. Okay. Now, after my Buccuccio, which is spelled Buccucciol, Buccuccio, I will actually list everything that I'm using in the appropriate order in the description of this video as well. So I will use the eye cream after this. Eye cream, morning and night for me. So I'm going to grab a half a pump. Again, I put it on the wrong finger. I'm going to put it on a ring finger, and we're just going to do the same thing we did earlier. All right. Now, after my eye cream, then my last step at night is my detox and restore night cream. Now, everything that I've shared with you so far, with the exception of the illuminating oil, because this cannot come in glass like refills, everything I've shared with you does come in a refill or a refill pack or pouch or little what do we call this? Little container. The illuminating oil, oh, and the sunscreen are both not refillable, but everything else is. And Norwex skincare, including this night cream, being refillable. What I love about the pump on these, it's a really smart pump. You don't have to dig your hand into the product, keeps it cleaner. But I'm going to show you because I actually just refilled mine. And I'm going to show you the power of an airless pump. So all of these pumps that we have are completely airless, which means it pulls the product up from the bottom. Drop it in the chat. Have you ever had like a skincare product that you loved and then the dropper or whatever you were using to get it out didn't go all the way to the bottom, or your pumper stopped working, but then you opened it up and there's like a whole section of product that you can't get to? That was me. With these airless pumps, I'm going to show you. This is what an empty night cream looks like because I just refilled it. Look at that. Zero product waste. So you're getting every last drop every single time. And then when you need a refill, You just grab this cartridge and pop it right on. So, so good. Think of this night cream as your overnight reset button. It does a great job hydrating the skin. It also detoxifies the skin from pollution, from blue light. The texture is really rich, feels so good. It's not heavy, and basically it's protecting and repairing the skin while we sleep. So we're waking up looking refreshed and ready to go. Now, if I forget to put this on at night, I know it in the morning. Like I can tell my skin has a visible reaction. Like I can tell that my skin hasn't been doing the things that it needed to do overnight. I'm more blotchy in the morning when I don't use this. This is so good. It just feels like a protective barrier. And I will often just go without makeup, jump on a call, Zoom call, and all I have is my skincare from the night before. All right, it's our secret. So if you're watching this and you're thinking, it's too late for me, guys, it is never too late to start caring for your skin, start simplifying things. You will still be able to see a visible change, just like I did. Now, this was taken when I was 48 years old, visible difference in my skin just from reducing the amount of things I was putting on my body, reducing the number of harmful ingredients, simplifying, and just getting a routine that I could actually follow. And the routine is easy. We cleanse, we treat. So that's when we use those products that help us treat the issues we have or concerns. Cleanse, treat, moisturize, and protect. So in the morning, just to recap, we cleanse with our Norwex body cloth and our cleansing facial powder. Then we treat it. And I treated with the vitamin C, the eye cream, and the serum. And then I use the hydrating moisturizer to lock it in with a couple drops of the illuminating oil. Now, you don't need all of this. You're just going to pick the things that address the concerns that you have. And then we have the sunscreen. So that's my kind of lineup for the morning. And then at night, I cleanse again. I do use the cleansing facial powder. And then I use the Bocuccio, which is the blue one. Then I use eye cream and then my night cream. So a little bit simpler, less steps for me at night, which is great because I'm usually pretty tired by the time I do all my stuff. All right, so before we wrap up, I'm going to show you a couple little bonuses that I love on those days where we got a little bit more time to treat ourselves and just give ourselves a little bit more care and love. So Norwex has a couple face masks. They're called our biocellulose face masks. They do come in a box of four. So we have two different types. We have the brightening. So think of this like that vitamin C. You're going to use this one in the morning. And then we have a deep hydration, which I prefer using at night. So the brightening mask uses something called Kakadu plum, which I don't know if I'm saying that right, but we're just going to say I did. And Kakadu plum actually has the highest source of natural vitamin C on the planet. It also has niacinamide, Nordic antioxidants, which gives our skin that instant luminosity. It's very calming. So it also helps with redness, discoloration, things like that. Now, the deep hydration mask, which is the one I like using at night, this is infused with four types of hyaluronic acid, is basically going to plump the skin. It's also very soothing. It has ylang ylang in it. Both are made from compostable biocellulose, so not cotton, and they fit like a second skin. I'm just going to open one up because I got to show you how awesome this is. We're going to open the top of this. This is the evening one, and the masks are actually two parts. So we've got, I'll actually just put it on quickly. So the reason why it comes in two sections is so it fits every size face. We're all different, right? So I peeled off this mesh layer. Oh, it feels so good. All right. Peel off the top. You just leave it on for 20 minutes. And then here's the top layer. And open it up. I'm going to peel off that top layer mesh. And these make really good gifts. Teenagers love these too. And you can get these in one pack of four, like either one, or we have a set where you can get both mask, the brightening and the deep hydration. And let me grab my mirror because using my computer is not, oh, there we go. There we go. Oh, so good. But here's the best part about these. So if you get, there's this special deal set you can get that comes with a box of each. What I think is awesome is you can use these for gifts. So you would actually have two 4 packs, so a total of 8 different masks. So if you have lots of teenagers or gals that you have to buy for, but do not waste what's in here. I just want to show you this. There is some good juice. Let me squeeze it out. Oh, there. Oh, okay. So look at this. Look how thick this juice is. So after you put your mask on, use this on your neck, on the back of your hands. This is this is liquid gold. Like this is so hydrating. My neck is an area that I'm always trying to work on and, give the love it needs. But that extra product in there, you do not want to waste it. It's amazing. I'm all juiced up now. Um, and both pouches have like even the daytime one, the brightening also has lots of extra. Now, another bonus item I want to share with you guys is we're going to talk about lips, right? The lips are the only part of the body that cannot moisturize themselves. So we always have to give our lips a little love and care. So this is a little set from our holiday catalog. It's called the Buff and Glow Lip Duo. I'm actually going to use it really quickly and just show you. So it comes with a lip scrub and a lip oil. It is awesome. This makes a great gift for you or even someone else. So start with the lip scrub. Just going to squeeze a little bit out. It uses natural sugar crystals, jojoba oil, and it gently exfoliates the lips and it also smooths and hydrates them. So I'm going to use my mirror and just apply this. And you're just going to take about 20 seconds and gently rub that into the skin, and it will help lift dead, dry skin, makes our lipstick or lip gloss go on so much better. Okay, I'm going to get my body cloth. Now, if I was not doing this video right now, I would stand in the bathroom, like let it sit on there about 20 seconds. And I want to take it off a little bit faster so we can do our video. Now I'm going to dry my lips. And then we're going to finish with the lip oil. This lip oil is so good, so hydrating. You could wear it by itself or on top of lipstick. You can do that. I've done that before. It has sunflower and castor oils. It has peptides in it and plant-based collagen that gives our lips this dose of hydration that is so good. And it also has capsaicin resin. Resin is from the chili pepper plant, and it actually forces blood flow to our lips, which gives us a warming sensation. It also plumps them out just a little bit. So if you have lip lines, it actually helps plump the lips so that those are less visible. Now, whenever you're using a product that has oil in it, this is called lip oil, you do want to shake it, or you can just gently pat the container together because oil can separate. I'm just going to use a teeny tiny little bit. And then, so good. Your lips stay soft, I would get the size, soft, shiny, and really nourished for hours. There's no synthetic dyes or fragrances or anything in here, so nothing toxic at all. All right, so I'm going to get wrapped up. Now, if you've fallen in love with this thing that I've been using during the demo, you can get this in a set. It's the Ultra Plush Combo Bath Towel. Look how beautiful that is. Hand towel and the body cloth. These are in the holiday catalog. So I hope you guys enjoyed this little skincare experience with me. I really appreciate you being here. Simple, clean, effective, and safe. That's all we need to see some visible changes and improvement in our skin. And I want to reinforce, like, you don't have to start with everything. Think about what are your skin's needs, what are your goals, and start with something simple. Get consistent with that and then build it from there. Consistency will beat out complex like regimens every single time. And plus, the fact that we can save up to 30% off the entire skincare line is pretty amazing, including those refills. And refills don't only save us money, but they reduce waste. And when you add some of these refills to autosave, which is a great program Norwex has, on autosave, you can set up your frequency every 3 months, every 6 months, even. You actually get 10% on future shipments, which is great. And if you're just wanting to start with the basics, I recommend starting with the hydrating moisturizer the cleansing facial powder, and the eye cream for sure. And if you're already using these three, the next step would probably be the illuminating oil and maybe the rejuvenating serum. But if you're just getting started, this is going to get you set up on something simple that you can be consistent with. Now, if you are shopping on the site, you want to make sure you do check out our monthly spend and save offers because those are great. The more you shop, the more you spend, especially if you're grabbing some skincare products. It's a perfect time to get a couple extra goodies for your home. Spend and save offers, they automatically kick in when our carts hit a certain amount, and they will show up in a little box that says offers. You can click the offers box and see what's available for what you've spent so far. And if your wish list is long and you're like, all right, I need it all, consider hosting a Norwex party. Our host rewards are amazing. You get our Norwex cash to buy whatever you want, plus some product bundles. And so you could easily get your skincare free or nearly free. And if you are already in love with Norwex and you love what Norwex stands for, safe ingredients, sustainability, and results that can make a difference, maybe this is your moment to join Norwex. You can earn an income, you can share products that are better for you, better for the planet, and truly can change lives. And I started just like you. I was like, I'm looking for safer options for myself and my family. And this ended up becoming one of the most rewarding decisions of my life. So thank you for joining me tonight for our Let's Glow Crazy event. I'm going to wrap up and then I'll go through everyone's comments from YouTube and from Facebook. And if you learned something new tonight, drop a comment or an emoji so I know you're still here. I'll see you soon. Have a great night. Bye for now.